Assalamu alaikum to all of you. I am Umar Qureshi from Dr. Sirajul Islam Medical College and I am in the 4th year. I am the team member of the Medimartt. Medimartt is a platform for the medical students. As you all know that we are regularly trying to share some short videos on different topics. So here we come with another video. This is a short video on the basics of the heart. This is the 6th part. The previous 5 parts you can watch them on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook group. And for the links, we will insert the links in the description box of this particular video, inshallah. Okay, so you can check it out. And guys, if you love the video, then please do share as much as possible. Please mention your friends and please inform your friends about it, okay, because it gives us motivation to make more videos like this. Now let's start. So as you all can see that this is the heart and we have inserted the page of the A.K. Datta because our reference book for this basics of the heart series is the A.K. Datta, so you can check it out. Okay, so today as in a previous class we have discussed some details about the base of the heart. Today also we will discuss some things related to the base of the heart, like what are the relations of the base of the heart and what's the clinical importance. So we have to understand and we have to think about it, what are these things present over here. Okay, so let's start. So relations means like as this is the organ or this is the posterior surface. Okay, so some parts present behind it, okay, that's called as the relation of that particular surface or that particular part. As we are looking the relations of the base right now, so the parts present behind it, okay, those are called the relations of the base. Okay, so here between the base of the heart and the vertebral column the following structures intervene. Okay, so assume that this is the vertebral column. Okay, just like this, these are the spine, this is the vertebral column and this is the base of the heart. Okay, so the structures intervening means presenting between, okay, or lying between these two parts like the vertebral column and the base of the heart are the relations of that particular base of the heart. Okay, so what are those? So first one is the oblique sinus. I already told you that oblique sinus is like that, okay, in our previous video, so please check it out for that, like what's oblique sinus and how it is present. So everything will be present like that. This is the vertebra, okay, and this is the base of the heart. So here an oblique J sinus or the an inverted J sinus or the oblique sinus is present. Then this posterior part of the fibrous pericardium is present. As we all know that heart is covered by the pericardium and mainly pericardium has two different types, so out of which posterior part of fibrous pericardium lies like next to the oblique sinus. You have to remember this thing because it's very important. So here comes the posterior part of the fibrous pericardium. Then the right pair of the pulmonary veins. Okay, so as we all saw that some pulmonary veins were coming out from the left atrium, so those pulmonary veins will be like present over here also. Okay, because it has to go to the lungs, so it's the thing you have to remember. So right pair of pulmonary veins, okay, only the right pair. Then right and left bronchi. Okay, now what is bronchi? When you will study about the lungs, you will get to know what is bronchi. Bronchi is something like present in the two lungs or like trachea type of things. So basically it means trachea is divided and it goes into the lungs, and lungs has bronchi type of thing, so that's the bronchi. So here bronchi will be present, right and left bronchi, both bronchi will be present, right and left. Then esophagus with plexus of nerves. As we all know that the esophagus is present over here. Okay, just like that, esophagus is present over here. So esophagus with plexus of nerves. Esophagus. Now what is plexus of nerves? Plexus means you can understand like by a bunching of nerves. Okay, just like that. Right now just understand that bunching of nerves. So esophagus with plexus of nerves. Then descending thoracic aorta. Okay, then descending thoracic aorta is present. What is descending thoracic aorta? We will teach you it in the blood supply of the body. Okay, Basically just understand that aorta has as we all know that the heart has the aorta. Okay, aorta, this is the ascending aorta, this one is the ascending aorta, this is the arch of the aorta, and this one is the descending aorta. Means some line differentiate these three parts: the ascending aorta, the arch of the aorta, and the descending aorta. So descending thoracic aorta. Why descending thoracic aorta? Because it is present in the thoracic region, so it is descending thoracic aorta. You have to remember like that. Then the next point is thoracic duct. Okay, one thoracic duct is present right now. Just remember this thing, thoracic duct. We will explain all these things in our later videos, inshallah. Then azygous and hemiazygous vein. Please remember it because it's important. Okay, azygous and hemiazygous veins. Then greater and lesser splanchnic nerves, these are the part of the nerve, so please remember these things. Then posterior mediastinal lymph nodes, again one more thing, that is posterior mediastinal lymph nodes. Okay, just like that. So these are main parts present between the base of the heart and the vertebral column. So these are called the relations of the base of the heart. So please remember it because it's very much important. Okay, then the next thing we will see, the clinical importance. Okay, so what is the clinical importance of the base? So what it is written in Ekadatta that the distended left atrium in mitral stenosis may produce difficulty of swelling due to esophageal compression. Okay, understand that as it is talking about the left atrium. Okay, so as this is the left atrium, this side, this is the left atrium. Okay, so distended left atrium, distended means the left atrium will like little bit like it will, so it will be swollen. Okay, little bit swollen, so that's called as like distended, means like it will be swollen. Just understand this thing, distended left atrium in mitral stenosis. Now what is mitral stenosis? Mitral stenosis means the narrowing of the mitral valves. Just remember this thing, that narrowing of the mitral valves is called as the mitral stenosis. Right now please don't go into the deep because it's very vast. So distended left atrium in mitral stenosis may produce difficulty of swelling. As we all saw in the relations of the base of the heart, that esophagus is present, and what we know that food is passed through this esophagus. Okay, so when this left atrium it is swollen, so it will compress this esophagus. Okay, then esophagus will be compressed and it will, like, we will feel a difficulty in swallowing, because when we like eat food, then we have to swallow the food. Okay, after like so we have to swallow the food, so it will be very much difficult for us to swallow the food. So that's the thing this point is trying to say, that distended left atrium, okay, in mitral stenosis may produce difficulty of swallowing due to esophageal compression. This esophageal compression and distended left atrium, because due to the distended left atrium, esophagus will be compressed. So that's the thing, and that syndrome is called as the Ortner's syndrome. This point is not that much important like Ortner's syndrome, but the point that distended left atrium in mitral stenosis, this is important. Okay, you don't have to remember that Ortner's syndrome, we can call it as Ortner's syndrome, you don't have to remember that. Then the next point is the clinical base of the heart. What is the clinical base of the heart? Like when we do a clinical type of thing on the base of the heart, means any operation or anything, so what is the clinical base of the heart? We have to understand that. Clinical base of the heart is represented by a line which extends from the auscultatory area of the aortic sound in the right second intercostal space to that of the pulmonary area in the left second intercostal space. Okay, so understand that as we all know that the ribs are present on both of these sides of the heart. Okay, so assume that these are the ribs. Okay, and this is the second intercostal space. This is second intercostal space. If you don't know what is second intercostal space, then please do watch our previous videos of the bone section. You can check it out. There we have explained about the intercostal space. Okay, you can check it out in the sternum video, maybe. Please check it out. So intercostal space, so both are the second intercostal space. Okay, these are the second intercostal space. Now what it is saying, that clinical base of the heart is represented by a line. Okay, this is the imaginary line which extends from the auscultatory area of the aortic sound in the right second intercostal space, as like this is the right part and this is the left part. Okay, so from here to here, here we keep our stethoscope to like hear the auscultatory sound. So that's the thing what is trying to say, that clinical base of the heart is represented by a line which extends from the auscultatory area of the aortic sound in the right second intercostal space to that of the pulmonary area in the left second intercostal space. So this is left second, so pulmonary area, this is the pulmonary area, this is the auscultatory area. You have to remember this thing. By the way, this is not that much important, so let's just end this video. If you love the video, then please do mention your friends and please do invite your friends as much as possible, and thanks a lot.